Ni hao, we're at Shanghai station and it is early. We got the first train at 6 AM to get an 8 o'clock train to Hangzhou, which is probably not how you pronounce it, but there's meant to be nice lakes and a park there. So let's go. We got the high-speed train from Shanghai to Hangzhou, and it was an hour and 40 minutes on the train. We're about to get off and should be fun. There's meant to be a lot of lakes and parks around here. That's where we need to go. No English. I think it's going to be 33 degrees, so we're finally getting that summer that we've been waiting for. And when we were leaving the train station, we went to the information desk to get like a map or something, and they had nothing in English, which is fine, but it's just pretty surprising. It's like they're not really set up for tourists around here, except for local tourists, I think. So again, we're winging it, and hopefully this is the right way. If not, we just get to see some of Hangzhou. Hangzhou?
We're still not sure how to pronounce it. We need to find out.
These are the red bikes that you can hire. They're like 200 RMB deposit and you get 100 RMB credit. I think they're more if you are staying in the area for a while because they cost 1 RMB per hour to use. We're only here for a few hours, so I don't want to pay 20 bucks to hire some mediocre bike.
They're kind of crappy.
It's definitely a lot greener around here.
It's so much greener.
Yeah, it's really humid too. It's nice. Tim was just saying that it's good to get out of the city.
It's still city.
It's still very much a city.
Okay, so we just walked about half an hour from the train station and we finally made it. Here it is.
First things first though, coffee. This is Westlake and we had planned to walk around the whole thing while we were here. But now that we see it, we realise how big it is, and I just don't think that that's going to happen. So we're just going to walk up and back along this side and see what there is. Found a brochure in English. I'm going to try and find some traditional Chinese medicine place and check that out. Just a matter of figuring out where this is on this map. We're halfway there. And where we are on the map.
吴庆余堂，武庆的方回堂在河坊街117号河坊街。啊。
So it's actually a really big lake, we're finding out. We've only walked a fraction of it, and now it's lunchtime, so we're going to have to head back into town.
It's been 3 hours and we've been saying for the last hour that we need to get lunch, but we just keep getting distracted because there's just so many beautiful things to see here. There's pagodas, bridges, we've been taking lots of photos, but we need to eat.
We do.
It's time to eat. Any of that food take your fancy?
Some of it. Some was a little weird, and I kind of felt out of my depth. And it reminded me that I'm definitely in Asia.
What was it, the squids or the bugs?
The bugs and the snake. The snake skin.
There was seahorse on a stick as well.
I'm sure it's all covered in lovely marinade and probably quite edible, but
I think it's just there for the tourists.
I think so.
Yeah.
So So we just had an amazing lunch. We had some vegetable ramen, some spicy potato noodles, and we didn't get enough for park, so we're back here to check more out and yeah, have a look around. We've encountered so many of those buses today and they just come out of nowhere. And they really don't give you much room.
No, they just come up behind and straight past. We're back in Shanghai from our day trip in Hangzhou and it was a lot of fun. So worth the train ride out there.
Could easily spend a whole weekend there. There was just so much to see. It's a really beautiful spot. And just flicking through the pamphlet that we picked up, it turns out it's actually a really popular tourist destination and it's renowned for its natural beauty.
Yeah, and there's a lot of cultural things there, so they're famous for their tea and their silk. We didn't get into that too much, but we walked through the main streets and there was a lot of stuff to see. It was really good. We're going to end it here and we'll see you on the way to Beijing. Oh, you're cute.